Hallo und willkommen, ich bin Meister Lenze and you're watching Get Germanized Part 2 of two American girls discuss Germany stereotypes with a German guy. That would be me. If you haven't seen Part 1 yet, it is linked in the video description in the info box. And, well, you should watch that first and then come back and watch Part 2. Or, I mean, to be honest, watch Part 2 and then Part 1 first because, you know, you only live once. Anyway, enjoy the video I made together with Lamb-like and I Like Big Bucks, two American students living in Germany who make German-American cultural differences videos on their channels. And of course, their channels will be linked down below.
I am bored. What should I do?
Ah, ich weiß.
So Germans wearing Birkenstocks?
I've never worn Birkenstocks in my life. I've worn sandals at some point when I was younger, a kid or something.
With socks. With socks.
No,
I forgot about
not with socks.
That's
no.
a stereotype.
That must be uncomfortable as hell.
Actually, like the first German guy that I met when I came to Germany, I was couch surfing and he showed me a photo of him when he was on vacation as a little child and he was wearing socks with Birkenstocks as like a little, like, I don't know, 8-year-old maybe. And
That's
I was
German.
like, that was the stereotype I was expecting. But I've been learning
Birkenstocks. They're
like,
so comfy.
The only times I've seen Birkenstocks lately in German households have been for the house shoes, which are also a cultural difference.
Yes, that's true. I got house shoes actually, but they're more like old grandpa slippers, like these not sandals.
Like clogs.
Yeah.
That's-
Clogs?
they-
I know Crocs.
If you Google clogs, they have like a round toe.
So that is warmer inside.
See, that's, I think, just because we're both from areas that are very warm, so the floor isn't cold, so we can walk around barefoot. But
Yeah, I was like, why don't we have house shoes? We don't do that.
Many Germans, I mean, not everyone, but many Germans also wear pajamas in winter, like a sleeping pajama kind of
do you
thing.
not wear pajamas in the summer?
No, t-shirt and like boxer shorts or something like that. Mostly,
Oh.
most people, or most guys, I'd say. Many guys.
Someone told me like that Germans. Someone commented, but I got a lot of negative feedback that Germans sleep naked or something.
Nah, I don't. I mean, I wouldn't. It's uncomfortable, like in the summer, especially. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't like that very much.
Dirndls and lederhosen.
Well, that we don't wear them everywhere and all the time.
Yeah, that was...
Unfortunately.
I never thought this was like something modern day that they were doing.
No, actually, my impression was that it's like was all around Germany, but also totally outdated. So those were both wrong because they are still worn for like festivals and everything,
Yeah,
but
but,
they're
like,
worn
only-
in the South.
Yeah.
Here's my
Only
German, here's
festivals.
myself.
Sometimes I heard for family events they wear like Trachten. It's called the Dirndl and Lederhosen. That's like the general term for all these traditional clothings. They wear that as well for that sometimes.
And you were saying that like it's actually useful.
What?
Yes.
Because it has an inbuilt dating system like the Dirndl with the Schleifen,
The bow?
the bows.
It's
Yeah.
like I can say we should start implementing that in like America.
Yeah, girls just do that.
Yes.
Everywhere. So helpful. Yeah, depending on where the bow is, it indicates that you're either single, taken, or married, or like even a widow, I think, on the back or something.
Really?
On the back is like waitresses mostly, or I think widow, I heard. I mean, I don't
I
know.
heard this is kid.
Kid.
Like you're not
You're
even
a kid.
you're not even in the dating scene yet.
Oh, okay.
So one of the major stereotypes about German language is that it's super harsh. And yeah, learning the language, I definitely made that mistake by making it way too hard than it should be. I don't know, what have you guys experienced with that?
I was trying to hold it into.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
That too.
Wow, we're children. Okay.
We're 12 years old.
Yeah, no, I totally had the same experience.
That without him giggling like a little boy?
Well, hey, I didn't say anything. Right?
Okay.
I'm not sure what you guys are thinking about here, but
Yeah, like my first impression when I was a teenager, first learning about it, I thought it sounded like pretty harsh for some reason. But now that I'm living here and I'm studying the language, it's so soft sounding actually. Like that soft CH, the sound. Like Mädchen.
Mädchen, yeah.
I say that. It's not so good. Oh, I'm not gonna try.
Eichhörnchen.
Eichhörnchen.
Well, I would understand what you mean, right?
Okay. Yeah, it's like cute, I think. And then I think it's not until you hear someone, no offense, from the Netherlands, that is the sound is different. The German, if you compare it to that, then the German sounds more soft sounding.
Never heard that before, but thank you.
And a lot of students in my program thought the same, actually.
Really?
Like the couple girls were from the city of Utrecht?
Utrecht.
Utrecht. But the way they pronounced it was like so...
Utrecht!
Yeah, it was like
It's in the
Utrecht.
throat.
Very...
Oh, you mean the Dutch people did? Oh, I don't know how they
Yeah.
pronounce it. How it's really pronounced, I have no idea.
So my impression is like German sounds just really soft and I like it.
I mean, all the videos that portray German as a harsh language, I've done this in the past as well, just to play with a stereotype, not making it a serious video, but they overpronounce everything, obviously. So
Like
like
the
that.
most popular
Yeah, like that.
video.
Right.
The one that was true was like the hospital, word for hospital.
What is it?
Krankenhaus?
Krankenhaus, yeah.
Krankenhaus.
It could be Krankenhaus.
L'hôpital.
Krankenhaus!
Yeah, but
Like
you
either
can
way.
make it sound harsh. You can make English sound harsh
Yeah.
too if you wanted.
Hospital!
Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you make
can
French
do
sound
that.
harsh?
Je voudrais une baguette! You can if you scream it. Like everything
any language
screamed.
you can make it sound harsh. So.
Indeed, yeah. So it's not actually that harsh. Like that's nice though that it's not, right?
Say butterfly in German.
Schmetterling.
So pretty. So pretty.
Schmetterling.
Schmetterling.
My favorite German word is actually Rhabarbermarmelade.
Ooh,
Rhabarbermarmelade.
that's nice.
It means rhubarb marmalade or rhubarb jam.
Do you know where the word barbarians
Barbarian.
barbarians actually come from?
Oh, it is barbarian.
It's because that's the sound they thought Germans were making. They just thought they were going bar a lot, and so they
Really?
called it, yeah. So this is what I was told. So it couldn't not be true, but this is what I was told one time by somebody that
Then it must be scientific fact.
exactly. No, I
used
think I
Google.
looked it up.
That's interesting though.
If it's true, it's pretty cool.
If it's true, let us know. And if it's not, please also let us know.
For my mom, she definitely, like when I'm practicing German and like if I'm using an app to help me, she does not like the sound of it. So I think it just depends on the person, but I think it sounds really, really nice.
No, thank you very much.
But then again, we are maybe biased Americans because we are here studying in Germany.
We made the decision to come here.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily biased. You just have made the real life experience instead of just hearing it from movies and videos that over-exaggerate it.
Yeah, true. Any German that's in a movie, they have the craziest stereotypical sounding.
And almost always the villains. Or the British people. Either the British or the German people.
So, next stereotype.
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
Everyone goes there.
I didn't know what else to write.
Good notes, very on point. Well, I mean, not everyone goes there, obviously. I mean, it's like a thing in Munich. The Oktoberfest happens in Bavaria. And many people from Munich actually go on holiday during that time because they hate it. They hate all the fuss, all the drunk people, all the noise and the alcohol and everything about it. I can understand if we had that in my town all the time, like a big beer fest every year. At some point you would probably get tired of it. But it's a big spectacle. If you've never been there, I recommend going there at least once because it's fun. I've been there and made 2 videos or 3 videos even. Multiple videos, let's say, on that topic from, being at the Oktoberfest. I vlogged it. So that was fun. But no, not everyone goes there.
What is something that we wouldn't expect about Oktoberfest?
That people pee under the benches where they sit in the tents because if they leave, they get their seat taken away from them.
Ooh.
Oh, they do that purposely.
Yeah.
So
When
not
they're
just-
drunk.
Okay, well,
I mean, because what the thing is, you either get a reservation, which is really hard to get. We always had it through a company from one of the people that was there, right? So they with the big company, made a reservation for a certain amount of seats. So you really always had them. You didn't have to worry about losing it. And that's like a special area in the tent where there's only reserved tables and benches, really. And then there is, on the other side of the tent, the free-for-all area, basically, that if you leave, potentially someone could go and take your place, right? So some people are so scared of losing their spot that they just, do what I just talked about before, so that they don't have to get up and go to the bathroom.
that is something I did not know.
See, that's definitely unexpected, isn't it? And some people sneak into the tents as well when they don't have Like, I don't know, they sneak behind the waiters and stuff and try to get into the tent so that the security doesn't see him.
You've been how many times to Oktoberfest?
Twice.
Okay. And your friends, do you know if they've been as well? Like, is it common for most Germans to have been there?
No, definitely
Because
not.
I think that was what I was shocked by, was how many foreigners are going to Oktoberfest and not locals or other Germans.
So many foreigners. Like, in the video, you will see this one guy that screamed Colombia all the time in the tent and stuff like that. I'm like, hey.
And I heard that was it the first week or the second week? Or no, the first weekend is mostly
Yeah.
locals, or was it the other way around?
There is a certain weekend that's for Italians, for example, or they're more likely to go there during that time. I don't know why that is. Maybe that's just a tradition that just happened.
So they said if you want to see like more locals or more Germans there, you go during the
beginning, I would
first
say.
weekend, I think.
Which is actually the last 2 weeks of September and the first 2 of October.
Yeah.
So it's like September Oktoberfest.
I made a video about that. I don't remember why exactly that was. I think because some royalty wanted to celebrate it earlier.
Huh. Okay.
As you do. I mean, the name of the Thames was changed in London because of royalty as well. Did you know that?
The name of what?
The Thames, the river that goes through London.
Oh.
And German royalty went there and couldn't pronounce Thames. So he said Thames all the time, and everyone, because they were too scared to really tell him off and tell him what the right pronunciation was, said Thames as well, and then they changed it eventually to just calling it Thames because someone couldn't pronounce it.
Ah,
Interesting.
yeah, the more you know.
The more you know.
I want people to be that scared of me that they just rename rivers.
You need to be a queen then.
Next stereotype is Germany and beer, and just
It's pretty true.
yeah, I think it is actually pretty true.
Do you drink beer every day?
No. Oh, that's a funny thing, actually. My friend gave me this advent calendar with a beer can in every door. Mm-hmm. And he expected me to have finished it at the end of December last year. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to drink beer every day. Like, I don't know, maybe some people do it. I wouldn't. I don't think that's healthy, but, well.
I actually know a lot of people with that calendar.
Really?
Yeah, I actually have a tea calendar, so I have a different bag of tea every day.
That's okay, I guess.
But yeah, when I first got here, I felt like everybody was having beer all the time. And then I realized it was also summer.
Well, I mean, also for students, I would say it's more common. I mean, I drank a whole lot more when I went to university than I do now, right? I'm not just going to sit here, work on my videos and drink all the time. That's just not going to fly. But when I have like friends over at the weekends, we drink beer. We drink alcohol. Socially. Social drinking, that's what I do. I don't drink by myself just because I have a beer calendar there. It's just weird. I don't know.
In my YouTube channel, I was talking about how I don't like beer, and that was kind of hard for me coming to Germany because everyone seems to like beer. But then in my comments, a lot of Germans said, actually, I don't like beer. And they were recommending types of beers like Radler.
Radler, yeah.
Which I actually is even too strong for me, even.
Really?
It's half beer, half lemonade. That's something I've learned since getting here.
And we do have stuff like half beer, half Coca-Cola.
Oh, and I heard half beer, half banana juice?
Yeah.
That was new for me.
It's really, really good. I like that kind of stuff as well.
There's like banana flavored beer I've seen. I've had it and it's actually not that bad.
Usually that's done with wheat beer, like with the Weizen, with the, wheat beer. Mm-hmm. You mix it with banana juice or like a bit of banana juice, like a little bit, to give it this flavor.
A splash.
Yeah, a splash.
I can handle the Britishes though, like cider beer.
Ciders?
Those are good, but I don't find them here.
I got some over there actually.
Oh.
Anyway.
It's for another time.
Yeah.
I prefer just to bring like a little bottle of vodka because I realize that it's in Germany, even just drinking just with your friends is more common, at least in America, at least in my experience. So I'll have a little bottle of vodka if I think there might be drinking, and I'll just mix it with seltzer water because I don't like beer either.
I'm not a big fan of like just drinking beer the whole evening. Like we drink a lot of mixed drinks, like cocktails, like gin and tonic or something like that. Or I drink absinthe with water as well. That's quite common. Not for every German, I wouldn't say, but like me and my friends have found out about that thing, and then we started liking it more and more, and then we always drink absinthe. Not always, but like every now and then, made it a tradition to do that. So not only beer in Germany either.
Absinthe actually isn't, like the ones that you sell is still not legal in America.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? It's just
it's not really strong or something.
Yeah, but it's not drugged or anything like that.
Yeah, like the old absinthe was, but like At least that's what I was told. Like, you can't buy the same absinthe.
Might be. I don't know.
I know you can buy it like 70 or 80% in Czech Republic or wherever, and that one you can't buy in US. I'm sure about that one.
Have you guys had honey wine? Mead? It's really good. Like, that's actually one of my favorite drinks as well, like honey wine. I also have some over there. But anyway, we can do an alcohol test one day.
Yeah.
But no.
Let us know if you want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? Honey wine is really nice, and they have it at Christmas markets a lot as well. They have the mulled wine and the honey wine.
I do like the Weiss Glühwein.
Don't like
Weißer
Glühwein.
Glühwein, yeah, it's nice.
Don't like it.
Really?
With a
No.
sugar cube in it.
No, it's just too sweet.
Oh, I like sweet.
Oh yeah, the honey wine. Then you will like the honey wine, and you will probably not like the
Oh,
honey
I
wine.
don't know. Feuersangstgebäude. That was too sweet.
Ah,
for me.
Feuerzangenbowle, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very sweet because I put a whole sugar. What do you call that?
They put a
Cane?
rum-soaked like block of sugar and like light it on fire, and it drips into the glühwein.
Right.
Oh,
I remember
I
you.
heard this little sigh. Oh, we did that actually for the Christmas party, like the Feuerzangenbowle here when I had my Christmas party.
Oh wow, you did that by yourself?
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Oh, it looked really hard. I was researching it because I did a video on Christmas markets. And
I mean, you have to have the equipment like a tongue that you hold the sugar thing with, and then you pour a little bit of alcohol that burns, basically like strong enough alcohol on there, light it on fire, and then put more alcohol on it until it's gone with like a cradle? No, not cradle.
Ladle?
A ladle. A cradle, yeah. Nope, not that. Well, yeah, anyway. Yeah, alcohol. Beer.
So,
Popular here.
Yeah, we have other alternatives though.
The music stereotypes before we got here, I always had the stereotype that Germany was a place for the electronic music, the music scene was really big, and
I always thought it was the punk rock scene before I got here, which there is.
Yeah.
Both, I'd say, at some points. Like in some cities, in some areas more than others, but yeah.
And because when I was 14 or something, 2008, I don't know if my age is right there, but 2008, that's when I saw on YouTube jump style was popular. And then that was my impression of Germans, and Germany was this like, and a lot of them were wearing those kind of gothic style, and so I kind of got this stereotype, I think, from that.
Well, better than the German sparkle party stereotype, but you know that?
No.
No?
I like German sparkle parties. I like German sparkle parties.
Where they wear like sparkly stuff and listen to techno and jump around and stuff.
I want to do that.
Just look up German sparkle party.
No, I want to do it.
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sure. We can make a video for a German sparkle party as well. Anyway.
With honey wine.
With honey wine, exactly. Oh,
be a
no
great
sparkle party without honey wine.
So the reality was actually that it's true, I think. I mean, I didn't expect Schlager music as a thing.
Oh, Schlager music, yeah.
Ich geh heut Nacht aus, endlich wieder tanzen gehen.
I like it. It's easier to understand, so I can like
That's
get
a
down
weird
with
thing.
learning German.
Many English speakers like Schlager. Maybe it's because of that, because it's easy to understand as well, like, right? And it's
closer
in a
to
different
pop.
language. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in a different language. So, in I think in some languages I like music that maybe the native speakers wouldn't like because I don't understand. Like, or at least I don't know. It's a different language. It's a different feeling you have.
Like,
from
I
the
don't
music.
personally like it. It's like it just reminds me of like disco, and I have heard from other Germans that they said they have to be kind of tipsy, drunk
Yeah,
to listen to it.
for sure. Yeah, at least tipsy.
But I've noticed like it's pretty big. Like, what's her name? She has perfume.
Namika.
You mean Helene Fischer?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen her, like, I follow this one YouTube girl from Germany on Instagram. She's older, but
Durch die Nacht.
yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, and she's like at her concert, and like this place was huge. I'm like, wow, okay, this is really, really in. But also electronic. In Berlin, they have like a whole district of electronic music, and it's amazing. Like, these people have like their routines are memorized and practiced, and they're doing their moves, and yeah,
I've never been there. I don't think. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds
Oh.
unusual.
I
Like
asked
a routine.
like the tour guide who I was with, where's the electronic district, and he told me this one street, and it was quite the culture shock. We definitely don't have that where I'm from.
Schlager is actually Germany's, I think, most popular genre of music, or the most successful in Germany. Like that makes the most money, I guess. Yeah, I still don't like it. But yeah, I know that many English speakers out there do, so whatever floats your boat. So there's also a stereotype that German food is really greasy and yucky, and yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I haven't heard of that. Actually, I heard of like potatoes and meat. The potatoes are...
They're everywhere.
They're for real.
For real.
Like Germans on potatoes. Like in the Mensa, every dish, everything has potatoes in it. I'm like really
Especially if you're
sick of-
vegetarian like us.
Like, because we don't eat meat, so like my...
potatoes.
It's good then.
Potatoes.
Kartoffeln.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
No?
Are they that good for you though? Like,
I mean, it's a lot of carbs. If you eat
Yeah.
sweet potato, not fried.
At first I loved it, like,
it's good.
but now I'm a little overloaded with the potato.
You're over the potato.
yeah.
You potatoed all out.
I'm potatoed out.
I haven't thought it was that greasy, but definitely carb heavy, and overall I feel like it's actually healthier, but that's just because I feel like it's less processed.
Yeah, it might be. But
One thing
I'm
that's
used
like
to
for
very
sure is
processed
like
fake cheese.
in sandwiches, like if you're buying a sandwich
Mm.
where I'm from on the West Coast, the sandwich is stuffed with ingredients. Like it's just
Oh, yeah.
lettuce and everything is stuffed. And here you get, if anywhere you go to a sandwich shop, there's like one slice of cheese, one piece of bell pepper.
One piece of salami or something like that.
Yeah,
for
it's
meat.
like so thin on the inside, and I feel like I
It's true.
just want more inside it. Like,
We were at a restaurant the other day, and she was hungry, and she wanted the salad. She got a salad and
what's it called?
Vapiano.
Vapiano.
Vapiano, I know.
Yeah.
And I got the spinach salad, and it was so small. And I was like, this is not American portion size. And so I'm going to bring my own lettuce next time and just add to this.
It's true about portion sizes in general, though. I think, I mean, in Australia, we always had these massive sandwiches as well. And in Germany, it's just not, like, it doesn't happen, right? That you buy them and they're, like, loaded. Also with, like, going to the movies, like a kid size. In America, I think might be a liter or something like that of Coke, right? Or a lot of, like a kid size is a lot of fluid.
Kid size?
The kid side would be like that big, probably.
like a little thing.
Really? You sure? Or
Yeah.
small?
Yeah, well,
what's the
it's
small?
small.
I mean, the
would be
movie,
that.
anything at the movie theaters is nothing like anything else.
Yeah, this is small.
Yeah,
This
sure.
would
So
be
that might
medium.
be
This would be like large.
Or at McDonald's or fast food joints. I just heard that like they compared it in some videos as well, that American sizes are way bigger. I mean, you could say you get more for your money
I don't
as well.
drink soda, so...
We also get the
Oh,
free
yeah.
refills. Yeah, I don't drink soda either.
Yeah, free refills and all of that. We don't really do that. Sometimes, not really though. I don't think. At
Yeah, it's
Subway,
more like any other item on the menu. Like, once you're done with it, you're done with it. You can't get more.
yeah. But generally speaking, I think portion sizes are smaller in Germany for sure. I would say. I mean, depends on what you eat as well. If you eat a big schnitzel, you sometimes get a schnitzel that is as big as your plate. So
Yeah, I thought it was a bit unfair. Like, the pizza at Vapiano was, like, big, and it's the same price as the salad, which was, like, so little. Anyways, I'm just ranting.
they're punishing the people that eat salad.
Yeah, they're punishing the salad
Basically.
eaters.
Well, anyway, hope you enjoyed this information, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think. What German stereotypes are true, which are not so true. Maybe you have anything to say about what we just said. And yeah, apart from that, like the video, subscribe to all of our channels if you haven't yet.
It'll be linked down below.
Exactly, in the doobly-doo.
What?
Do you ever say that? I never say that, but
No, what's that?
it's the term for the video description.
Never
People
heard of it.
do.
Yeah, I think one of the Green brothers, the YouTube brothers, invented that. Anyway, do that. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen. Bye.
Tschüssi.
Tschüssi.